Hello, my gorgeous Cancer, and welcome to your reading for the month of May. So today we're going to look into some of the astrology that will be impacting you for the month of May, as well as look into the tarot. So I also have a few things that I want to share with you. We do have some potions that I recommend for you guys to navigate this month, and a crystal. So let's start with the crystal. So I have pink opal. This is a really beautiful one. So we have this energy with relationships that we'll read into to do with some of the astrology, but there's a little bit of a feeling of should I stay or should I go, or choosing things that are for you versus choosing to stay in situations for other people. So I have two potions, but essentially, hold on, let's talk about this first. So peace, trust, and love. And I got this one locally maybe a couple of years ago, and they have this cute little thing. It's from the State of Grace, which is a cute little crystal shop that we have here in Melbourne. I think there's two of them. But anyway, this talks about it being a stone to calm and soothe the emotional body while clearing and calming the heart and bringing a sense of love, peace, and hope. So in addition to healing matters of the heart, this stone encourages the release of fear, worry, and anxiety. So if you need an excuse to go get a really beautiful crystal that is like medicine for the soul, this is a good one. So pink opal invites you to listen, to be present, trust your heart's inner knowing. It inspires heart-centered awakenings, which allows you to have deeper understanding and experience of love, compassion, and forgiveness. This is actually just a beautiful stone for you, my beautiful Cancer. Now, remember, you can also watch your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign, and also share this out to other beautiful Cancers that you have in your life as well. So what we're working with is love potion for some of you for this month. And we see here, I am magnetic. My heart is open to receiving love. So if this is you and you're working towards things that are feeling in alignment, everything's feeling delicious and yummy, that is a really great potion to even spark things up further. And that one you can actually use in a concentrated form and combined with hot chocolate. It is chef's kiss, the most amazing hot chocolate you've ever had in your life. And the other one is Heal a Broken Heart. So this is for those of you that need to calm and soothe your hearts. So this is a really beautiful one. This was the one that started it all. So going through heartbreak when I made it, and it was that potion that just kept soothing my soul. So here's a really beautiful floral one. And you will see, I think I forgot to put this up. So Cancer, let it go. May brings sacred closure and soul renewal. And I just kept getting that Elsa saying when I wrote this one. So, you know, the song from Frozen, Let It Go. I'm one with the wind and snow, for those of you that know the movies. And, here it is. So this is the Soul Alchemy Potions website. And this is the Heal a Broken Heart tea. So you can see here it's got ingredients like rose, hibiscus, elderflower, jasmine, and cacao nibs, bit of that chocolate hint with floral notes. So we also will have more information for you guys to read over on there. And we have the event coming up for the Gemini new moon. It's not updated on the website as of yet. That gets updated around towards halfway through the month. But we also have my bookings over on solreta.com. So all of your favorites are over here. The Psychic Tarot would be the most popular. Please use the discount code Mother's Day in all caps to save 10% off for this month. So let's get started with looking into the astrology for my beautiful Cancer for this month. So my gorgeous Cancers, May calls for you to go into a sacred cocoon. So it's that beautiful butterfly cocoon. And this is of deep soul knowing. So with Pluto retrograde in your 8th house, you're clearing energy cords and you're transforming how you share intimacy, power, and trust with people. So this is definitely a time of alchemy that you're really like releasing different things. You're transforming energies. It's that old saying of turning lead into gold. So you're either upgrading and turning relationships and connections and belief in self into gold, or you're purging and letting go and starting from scratch. And don't feel that one is like failure or there's a right or wrong way. This is all about looking at it from an alignment point of view. So this time of deep alchemy It's a time for you to release what no longer feels aligned with your truth. So, as Mercury enters your 11th house around May the 10th, new connections and heartfelt collaborations, a breath of fresh air coming into your life. So, this is that vision that you've held in the past starting to sort of come in and seed into your reality. So, around Scorpio full moon, which will be about around May 12th, 13th, depending on where you are in the world. This will illuminate your 5th house. So it's going to spark creative projects, love stories, reaching a turning point, either offering clarity or offering closure, as we said in the beginning. So by the end of the month, the Sun, Mercury, and the new moon in Gemini around May 26 invite a deep spiritual renewal in your 12th house. So rest, dream, surrender, and I almost picked Vision Quest for you guys as well. So if you have that one at home, you can also use this. And yeah, so it's inviting you to come into a deeper surrender. So your intuition will hold the answers for this. Then as Saturn enters your 10th house around May 24th, your soul steps into a new era of leadership. So you've been guided to rise, but it's with grace and also a sense of purpose. So let's have a look into the cards for this month for you, my beautiful Gemini. Remember to hit that thumbs up and to share this out to other gorgeous Geminis in your life. Or Cancer, sorry. I just did Gemini. Okay, so let's see what we have card-wise. I want to fill into these before I flip them over. So the vision that Cancer is showing me for this month, I'm seeing a present, and I'm seeing, it looks like gold paper with a red bow. And I feel like there's an apprehension type energy. It's this feeling of shaking the box and going, oh my gosh, like what does the future hold? What is in store? What is in surprise for me? And I'm being shown to put the present down and to sit back and to really like gather your thoughts, to feel into your own energy. And what I'm also seeing is we could guess a billion different things of what this present contains. This is actually watering down and leaking your energy. So it's to try not to get too much into that mercurial mind. And it's interesting because we do have the Mercury energy with the Gemini new moon as well. So be careful not to be too much in your head. And Cancer, you are sort of like more watery, more emotional too. So making sure that you're taking care of your body. So let's flip these cards. So we have a lot of expectation, a little bit of disappointment come in. So where we were saying before about the present and trying to not overthink things, it's about thinking it from a higher perspective. This is also about programming it out into the source field or quantum field. So 10 of coins, this is a card of wealth. This is also sometimes a card for me that represents things coming into fruition. And it's interesting because we do have the Mercury glyph right in the top of this as well. So we then see a card of disappointment. So I do feel in certain situations not to get your hopes up or have high expectations, but it's about coming in and regulating your nervous system. It's not about putting your hope and faith into other people. And then when they let us down or upset us, we get upset and affected by this. This is really about you paying attention to what message is coming through from the higher realms. So Ace of Swords, maybe even journal, take a couple of notes in your diary. Remember we did say about paying attention to your dreams too. So maybe even having a dream journal. We do have a card of change. So this energy of either sacred closure or soul renewal, it really is that kind of flip perspective. And we said this before, that it's about alignment. So I've got an alignment card here with this destiny card, the Wheel of Fortune. This is always for me about aligning with our higher self, aligning with our soul's purpose and with that beautiful, unique energy that you're bringing through from those higher realms, and that cannot be seen. So a Six of Swords is a card of science. It's Aquarius Mercury energy. But for me, it's always this card of something that we can feel that's not tangible, but we sense that it's coming in for change. And a Six of Swords traditionally is about moving in a new direction or a journey. So there's some kind of journey that we're seeing perhaps towards the end of the month. They're giving me the number 3. This might be around the 3rd week, so it could be more towards that new moon energy and beyond. So try not to get too stuck in having to have the answers straight away, that you might be weighing things up. Try not to be too stuck in your head or too stuck in the beautiful Cancer energy. that you guys have, that emotional energy. We do see the Emperor come up and the Wheel of Fortune. So for many of you, there's going to be new stories or new alignments around relationships. And this is also about knowing your value, knowing your worth. Because what if we've been met with disappointment in the past, or we've invested into things and we've got nothing back but a Five of Cups? In order to have that alignment energy and to have a regulated nervous system, it's going to take a lot more realignment work. So as we had the Wheel of Fortune in this particular deck, we now have it in this one too. So I want you to start practicing. What would it feel like if I was living in my best, love story? Would it feel like the current relationship energy that I had? And let me just see if there's any further advice around that. We've got a 10 of Swords. So for some of you, you may have tried, and we've got another Five of Cups. So you may have been disappointed, let down, hurt, even self-sacrificing. You might be people-pleasing. You might be giving everything, giving it all, your all. What are you getting back from this? Because the Wheel of Fortune, are we just giving, or other things coming back? Let me see. We've got an 8 of Coins and 8 of Swords. This is about investing in self. This is about investing in a new mindset. This is about investing in breaking free, planting seeds for the future version of self. So this is a real high growth month for you guys. You might come out of it with life looking very different and feeling very different in terms of your thoughts, in terms of like your value, your worth. Yeah, we've got a Justice card. Think of this month as we said before, regulating your nervous system. Justice is also about adjustment. It is Libra energy. So as much as you can, maintain balance with self, because it does look like other people could come in to tip things off kilter. So what can you do to maintain balance, to maintain your truth, to maintain love and compassion for yourself? Let me see what else we have come up. Yeah, I do feel the flavor of relationship energy quite strong. And I just got like a little bit of a sword in the heart type feel too. So I want you guys to make sure you're looking out for yourselves. And if this is something that's coming up or weighing heavy on your heart, please don't be afraid to reach out. You can book a session with the Mother's Day coupon code to save 10%. And I would love to look into things deeper for you, because a lot of you, you're calling your power back. We've got the High Priestess. This is Spirit's advice for you. Let me see what else we have. Ooh, this is around anything that could be behind our back, or sneakiness, or even people that are more self-serving and deceptive. So you need to come into, what do you feel? What do you value? What do you believe? What is your spidey sense, your intuition saying to you? And we have a 9 of Disc. This is about a lot of you believing that you deserve more. So what it is that you're maybe getting, with 7 of Swords energy, it's a card of futility. It's Sun and Moon and Aquarius energy too. But what we see is it's this one sword in the middle in my favorite deck, and we're holding it. And things are coming in, trying to test us, trying to give us reactivity and everything. How are you holding in the midst of that? And what Spirit's showing is, do we need to even hold the sword? Or can we just move ourselves out of that position where we're not having to defend, we're not having to ask? Because I keep feeling this underlying energy of a lot of you have asked for more in regards to love, whether this is to, be treated more with respect, or taken out on dates, or have where, there's an even balance with relationship energy, whether it's just texting or things of this sort of nature. For a lot of you, in staying in these kind of situations, you're actually missing out on a 9 of Disc. This is a card of gain. This is beautiful Venus and Virgo energy. This is divine feminine energy. And it also represents to everything just falling into place. It's like finding that sweet spot. So let's get you a card from my Syrian Star card deck, which is available on my website. We have the card of intuition. So access the answers of your heart. Let your intuition guide you to make the best choice. So whilst I don't feel like this is an easy choice, I do feel like that you're choosing something that is more of value, more aligned to your worth. You're upgrading your story around things. And I heard this saying earlier today, actually, it popped up on some app. I think it was TikTok or something, but it was interesting. It was, instead of looking for someone to do better or things, look at the patterns. Instead of looking at the person, look at the pattern. So I feel that energy deeply for you guys this month. So have a look in regards to relationship, or if this is like work environment and you've asked for things to change or happen a billion times, or being disrespected, have a look at the patterns. Because if the patterns haven't changed after a decent amount of time, or even for some of you, maybe a really long period of time, are you going to continue to invest in things that have this pattern? Because a lot of the time, you might need someone to shift or change. And if they're showing you the same patterns, if it was a stock, would you keep investing and putting money into a stock that's not growing? So that's something to think about. Anyway, I love you guys, and I hope you have the best month in terms of coming into alignment with your own energy and frequency and desires. And if you need anything, everything is linked in the description box below. All right, Cancer, I'm wishing you a lot of love for this month.